Hello everybody, Donkey here, and yes, we are back with some Train Sim 2021. And this time we are on the Great Western Main Line with a Class 47. And this 47, or these two 47s I should say, because we are double heading. These two 47s are in triple grey Railfreight distribution livery. And I really do like this livery a lot. It is one of the better liveries. And this scenario is called Duff Coal. And we've got a rake of HAA wagons, which we are, well, I assume is full of coal, so we are taking those to a power station. But before we get in and get going, I just want to say, if you are a new viewer and you haven't already subscribed, please do so down below. It's completely free to subscribe, and we're trying to reach 1,000 subs. So if you could subscribe, that'd be great. Alright, let's jump in and get going. You have been held here to allow other traffic to use the line ahead. Proceed to Didcot as signals allow. Okay, so we are being held here at the moment. That gives us time to set up. So let's actually get some lights here. I always forget where they are on the 47. They are directly in the middle. Headlights on. It's literally just an on switch. There is no setting it to daytime or anything. And how have we got? We can actually have a look here. Instruments we can't turn on, unfortunately, but that's okay. Okay. Have we got a cab light? We haven't, unfortunately. Yeah, 47's pretty... Ooh, we've got a green. Yeah, 47's pretty basic when it comes to sort of freight liveries. Whoa, we absolutely gave it a lot of power there, starting out. Let's go take a look at this. Okay, so we've been given a green, and we just passed some really nice Mark IIs. Yeah, they are Mark IIs. You can tell them Mark II from the cab end, or the the end that it joins to the loco or other coaches. It's a bit more rounded when a Mark I is like really square. The Great Western Main Line. Let's take a look at here. So. HAA wagons, Didcot, Ash Loop. So we're sort of taking them 11 miles and dropping them off. Oh, we're coupling, drop off, and then we're coupling some wagons. Okay. Can't remember what these are. Yeah, I can't remember what those are, but they do look really cool though. Some more Mark IIs. And, people are on those, but there's like no loco there to take them anywhere. It's a bit weird. We could actually speed this up a little bit. Scenario is not very long. I think it was about 25 to 30 minutes this scenario, so it's not too bad. We can get going a bit here. pretty much got green lights all the way there, and we are 8 miles away. So I thought I'd just sort of talk about the Class 47. So the Class 47 is a Type 4 locomotive. And if you don't know, you know the different types. Essentially, Type 4, Type 3, Type 2 is sort of how much power it's got. Type 4 was sort of like, I think it was something like could pull 4,000 tons or something. I can't remember exactly, but you can look up the different types. It was developed in the 60s, and it was built at the crew works, like a lot of English diesels. And we are looking to stop, I think. Let's actually get these up. Oh, we got a green light here, so we might not have to. We'll see. But yeah, it was built at the crew works, like a lot of British diesels were, between 62 and 68. And a total of 512 47s were made. That doesn't seem like a lot, like a big number, but when you consider one loco would probably do, you know, thousands of miles and continue to work. I mean, the 47s continue to work to this day, so sort of puts into perspective. And I mean, they came in a wide range of liveries, from the classic BR blue that you see them in, to this livery, which is the triple grey rail freight distribution livery. Is it going to go green? Is it going to stay yellow? Might have to stop for the next one. But yeah, they came in a wide range of liveries. You see them in that green as well. It's like a two-tone green colour. You see them a lot in that. The BR big logo livery as well, with the yellow ends and the big logo. That's a really cool livery. I do enjoy seeing that livery a lot. I'm just gonna see. I'm just gonna start braking. So I have a feeling this might be red. Can't actually see the signal, so which is a problem. There's another train coming the other way. We have got a yellow. It's another 47, I think. This is one of Train Sim's older locos. Yeah, this is one of Train Sim's older locos and routes. So the Great Western Main Line, as you can see, it's a bit blocky and doesn't necessarily look the best. This route is very old in Train Sim terms. And the loco itself, as you can see, like a lot of the logos are just flat. You know, that would be quite a three-dimensional thing as well with the BR logo here. And it's just a flat skin. That's just old Train Sim for you. This is a really old loco. I believe you can get a enhancement pack for the 47, which obviously creates like a brand new loco essentially. New sounds, new look, everything, which I think is really cool. But the 47 is one of those that is just iconic loco. It's seen everywhere. Lots of people bought them after BR stopped using them. I mean, I think BR even still using them to this day. They are relatively used here and there on yards and whatnot. But the 47 is a great loco. You see it all the time. You see it all in videos all the time. Just want to check this one. Yellow. Okay. Yeah, you see it all the time, the 47. It's a great loco. Absolutely great. Served this country well. I think did we do a 47 in We might have done a 47 in Railfreight livery, which I know that a lot of private companies bought a lot of old British rail stock, which Railfreight was one of them. What was it? Freightliner, sorry, not Railfreight. Freightliner. We did a 47 in Freightliner livery. That's on the channel if you want to check that out. You can go have a look at that. But yeah, a lot of private companies bought the R stock. But as you can see, you know, this map doesn't look the nicest compared to some of the newer maps that have come out recently. But this is old train sim. This is classic, you know, train sim classic. And it still looks really good compared to some games that you see today. But it holds up, this game. It really does. Yeah, you got to remember that this game came out in 2009, I think it was. So a lot of the early stuff on Train Sim, oh, it is a red. A lot of the early stuff on Train Sim is. Wait, we need to stop. Oh, it's gone green. Classic. Yeah, a lot of the early stuff on Train Sim is like this. It's relatively simple, blocky, and limited by its time. But I mean, new Train Sim stuff that comes out now is leaps and bounds over what it was back then. And that's just because people have learned how to do things on Train Sim and learned how to push the boat out and learned how to do things that necessarily nobody knew how to do. Are we dropping them off here? Well, we haven't even gone via. Yep. We got a green. But yeah, a lot of things in Train Sim, you know, when it first sort of came out, nobody really knew how to do something. And over the years, it's just got better and better, you know. A good example of this is Alan Thompson, Sims. His team pushes the boat every day on Train Sim. You know, someone will have an idea of how to do something. They'll be like, "Oh, I wanna try and achieve this," and he'll say, "Okay, go and have a go and try it." And they'll come back to him like, "I couldn't get it to work," and then somebody else might jump on and go, "I know exactly where you were going wrong," and they do it and they get it to work. And he's done some amazing stuff for the community. And his team and himself have pushed the boat on Train Sim further than well, the developers love this game, especially on 21. Train Sim World, I'm not too sure what the developers are doing with that game. But yeah, it doesn't matter who the developers are or who is working on the game. They love it to bits, and they're always trying to reinvent and innovate within the game. Train Sim 2021 is a little bit difficult because the engine limits what you can do, but at the same time, the engine has tons of potential, and people just haven't discovered it yet. And that's what they're working on every single day, is pushing the boat out and trying new things and getting it to do things that no one ever thought was possible. And I've just been rambling on while we've been going over these points into this siding. But I think we're going via here. We're actually going via here, and then we're dropping them off at unload 1. Did got unload 1. Okay, and you can see there is a little decouple thing over at unload 1 as well, which we'll go do. Whereabouts is it? Oh, it's over there. Okay. We're going to go on a big loop by the looks of things. That's okay. Let's keep us steady at 20 mile an hour. We can sort of stop when we want at this speed. The brakes take ages to come on this loco. And they take ages to come off as well. Old style sort of air brakes on this point. Or was it hydraulic? I can't remember. It's probably air. And there's the power station over there. That's where we're dropping the coal off. Feeding the nation, as they call it. I'm not sure when this would be set. Yeah, this could be set sort of well, it wouldn't be 60s. It's probably set sort of like 70s, 80s. I'm gonna say 80s, which you know, English power stations and coal and stuff would have been booming. I'm gonna say 80s. The buildings over there look very 80s in my opinion. Right, we're dropping them off here. Start to slow down a little bit. Try and get them all relatively oh, they we might need to be even slower, because I think, are they going to empty out down that grate? I don't know. No, they're not. It's not as sophisticated as some. We can actually go all the way around. Let's just check the back. The rear's okay. Yeah, we can actually stop here. I'm actually gonna keep going a little bit. Try and get it all in. See, that big block at the back is actually another loco, so we don't. Right there. Sweet. Okay. We can uncouple. Let's see where we are. Now we're uncoupling the wagons, or both the loco and the wagons. Does it say? So it's just the 3. So yeah, we're actually uncoupling from the second loco, which is there. Some empties, actually. And we've got to do it to the back of our engines. So where are we actually going? I think we're just going to follow this round, are we? I wonder if we're going to have to come back on ourselves. Probably. Well, let's give it some... the guy with the forklift over there. Man, he was jerky. Whoa, he's going. Whoa, he's going way too fast to be doing that with a forklift. I drove a forklift for 4 years, and I can tell you that that is too fast, sir. You have a risk of tipping over if you go that fast. Not good. Not good. Yeah, you can tip it over if you turn too quickly. And I mean, some of the 4-wheeler ones are pretty stable, but if it's a 3-wheeler, you can tip it over. Not really too sure where we're supposed to be going here. Whether we're supposed to go up, come back down, or whether this is just a big loop. No idea. Because the wagons are back there, but we can't obviously reverse backwards down here because the other wagons are in the way. So I'm hoping this is a big loop. Where are we? We're here. Okay, so I imagine we're coming down here. I mean, this looks like mainline here to me. I imagine we're going to be going backwards down that line there. I think there is actually a siding over here. I remember this from the other day. I think when we did... Was it the Freightliner? It might have been the Freightliner 47. And we came down here. I think there's a siding just around here. I'm liking this though, that it's giving you the freedom. It's not just setting you a path and saying you just follow the path. It's actually making you think about, how am I going to get to those wagons? We can actually stop here. We don't have to go all the way. Yeah, I really like that. It's making us think about it. Right, if we go like that, we're actually coupling to them, and then where is stop at Didcot? So we're actually be coming back down here, so we are actually correct. We will need to swap cab ends. Do that again. There we go. Okay, so we've hooked up to these other wagons now, and I don't know why. There we go. We've hooked up to these other wagons now, these empty ones, and we are going just down here, parkway number 4. So let's head out. Whoa, big pull there. HAAs shouldn't really be too heavy without the coal in. The coal obviously, makes them heavier, but there's not much to them. It is basically a steel hopper and a frame. It's not as heavy as some wagons. You can actually get a bit of a move on here. Tell you what I do have to check is we are going in the right direction. Number 4, yep, we are okay. Points are all set in the right direction. Yeah, like I was saying before, I really like that they don't just, in this particular scenario, they haven't just held your hand and sort of babied you, saying, go this way. You've sort of had to, I know that it was just sort of changing points and going backwards, but you've sort of had to think about it yourself. You've dropped the wagons off, you've uncoupled them. I mean, most scenarios you don't have to uncouple, but this one, you've uncoupled the wagons, and it's told you where the other wagons are, so make your way there. And I quite like that. I've had to think about going down here, stopping, changing the points, and coming backwards to get these wagons. Let's just show we've actually got them. Yeah, we do. But I like that. I like that it hasn't just treated me like a baby, and it's actually made me think about how we're doing this. Like a real train driver. We've had to think about how we're gonna get to those wagons. Now, I'm not sure if there's like a procedure here about, you know, going onto the main line. I imagine you'd have to ask permission before entering main line, which is those two just over there. Whether or not we do enter them, actually, we might not be entering the main line actually. Yeah, I'm sure there is some sort of procedure you'd have to go through before heading out of that yard. But I don't know it, unfortunately. I'm not a real train driver, so I don't know. I'm hoping we're set on the right points, because this is going to be interesting if we're not. I don't know where that goes down there. That's good, we are set. We don't want to go too fast, because we are only down there. It's a yellow. Oh, there's a HST in the station with a Intercity Swallow livery. Very nice. Right, well, let's start thinking about coming down on the power. Nope, you can hear him powering up. He's out of here. Coming into here, and that will be the end of the scenario. So if you really enjoyed this video with the 47, I have other videos on the channel if you want to check them out. All you have to do is go to the channel and click on a video that you want to watch. But please leave a like. If you're a new viewer and you haven't already subscribed to the channel, subscribe. It is completely free to subscribe, and you won't miss any of my new videos when they come out, because you'll be able to see them. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.